report that described high levels of restraint towards these IMN members during Ashura procession. For the first time since 2015, the government was backing off. And what happened to the network? It keep on growing. They keep on mobilizing youths. Why? Because the money is there. There is no job in Nigeria. Once they tell you, come, collect 50,000 naira, come and join us, go and kill, they will collect. They say you are doing something good to God Almighty, they will collect. Go and read your gospel according to John. Jesus said that there will come a time that when you kill, they will say that they are doing something good to God, a service to God. It is there. So you cannot blame them when they kill, because for them, they are doing what is righteous to God Almighty. That is their God, not our God. So you now see what happened now in March this month, yeah, between 3rd and 4th. Within 24 hours of this man's death, thousands of the IMN members mobilized simultaneously in 8 Nigerian states, burning American flags and chanting "Death to America," calling their leader Ayotola and all that. So this is not spontaneous grave at all. No, it is a command network that has been happening and building up, and nobody had anything to say to condemn it. And it is growing as we speak. So before we go to the uranium discussion, I don't know if anybody have anything to say with the history of Iran in Nigeria, before we go to what is really feeding Iran from Nigeria. I'll yield my mic here. I don't know if it's anyone. Afam, are you there? I gave you mic. Okay.
Afam, you can go ahead, Afam.
Afam, go ahead, please.
Yeah, okay. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my fellow beer friends. My respect to everyone. My host, I just can't thank you enough for using the gift that God gives to you, Chukwukika Abiyama gives you, and you're using it positively, educating us and enlightening our people, letting us know what is happening, because what you're giving out here and all your analysis is a world-class, first-class analysis and information that you can't even get in CNN or anywhere. But maybe sometimes we come in here and we think it's just a child's play. There is something you pointed out here about China, that China is the head. Like what you said about their air defense, which was destroyed few days ago by the US bombing and whatever. Certainly is being analyzed that is going to affect them economically and is going to make them lose a lot of customers, because those who are buying their weapons is going to know that their air defense is worthless, that it could be destroyed. Okay, so what you said is truth, and also what they are doing with Iran. And it surprises me that most of us have forgotten that it's not today, like what you're saying about the Hezbollah having a connection in Nigeria. It's been many years that these Lebanese, they are in Nigeria. The Iranis, they came in, they invest their money, they came in with money, invest money, then make everybody to be blind and think that they are into business while their underground work is going on. So what you said about Iran being in Nigeria is not a today's stuff. And one thing I know that we should not be thinking if it has a link is for sure that Nigerian government, they knows about these things. They were working hands in hand together. That was why they gave them all the privileges that they gave to them in everything. Still, people cannot understand today that you have a country whereby terrorists are into your defense. Then how do you resolve this problem? How do you resolve it? That was why one of their own told us one day that a terrorist can become a president of Nigeria one day. And people still go back and sleep with it. So this is the little I have to say from what you've said, my dear. Thank you.
Yeah, Afam, thank you very much for that submission there. You see, what so many our people don't know is that this Iran and Nigeria they have gone too far. And one thing all of us need to know is that when we are calling this, most of these Fulani leaders, all these Fulani leaders terrorists, these leaders in the southeast, among them, they are all in cahoots with what is going on. That is why you could see Iran leader in Imo State. These people are working hand to hand, and they all know what they are doing. You see, when our own tutor explained some of the things he explained, if you take time and listen all the explanation, you even ask yourself, where is she getting most of? She really digging deep on these explanations that she's making. Some of the people don't know that Iran are the ones sponsoring what is happening in Nigeria. Most of these terrorists that you are seeing in Nigeria, Iran knows about them. And China also is among the whole thing that is happening. You see this China? This China is a very wicked. This China is that rat that is in your house. Whenever that rat want to bite you, the rat will be biting you and he will be blowing you breeze. The same thing China cannot take, but China will allow it to be happening. We even be the one sponsoring it in other people's country. China don't support these Muslim, these people that are terrorizing people in the name of religion. I don't want to call them name because where I am is also I'm in their midst. Because my voice, if I say the way my voice is coming, maybe the people outside may be hearing my voice. So China is the one sponsoring what is happening, and that they are doing it for their own country to be growing, while other people will be suffering, while other people their life is at risk, and these people does not care. So the time has come when every one of us need to wake up. If you look at what is happening, you see that there is a kind of a restoration, a kind of freedom that is coming. And it is only those who wake up, it is only those who embrace this freedom that is coming that we get this freedom. As for Nigeria, these people are so dumb. These Nigeria citizens are so, I don't know what to qualify them with. What they are after is content creating. How to get monetization. They are not, they only cry when they see people slaughter. After crying, after showing it on even some of them use it as a content creating. As a matter of fact, what all of them is using it is as a content creating. Like when I was making my, when I just joined this space, when I was making my a kind of speech here, I mentioned this guy. It is a English Alaji. I have countered this guy more than 2 or 3 times or 4 times like that. I swear to this guy, you are using the life of your so-called Nigerians to create content. The reason I made that video and sent that message to him, the reason I said this is because This the same guy knows that this Nigeria military are among those who are Boko Haram, recruited as a repentant Boko Haram. These people know that as long as this Nigeria continue to exist, this massacre will continue, but they refuse to tell themselves the truth. If you build a house and your house has a foundational error, my brothers and sisters, there is nothing you can do. Either the only solution is to bring down that house and recreate it again. Nigeria is a wrong foundation in a building. Nigeria is a wrong foundation as a country. The only solution to Nigeria is to break it. But one problem I have with these people, including this English allergy, is because they are not telling the people the truth that Nigeria is a wrong foundation and Nigeria is the reason why they are dying. Until now, it has happened to him. He now says he don't want to leave any stone unturned. He want to, and these people are among the people who says that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not doing it right. These people are among the people who says that they should bring our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and crucified him, that he doesn't know how to talk. When our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called them and said, this is what is coming, what did they say to him? They say that, oh, I don't like the way you talk. Oh, they should arrest you. Oh, the hand will touch you. Today, what is happening to them? Even today, when they have seen that this thing is clear that Nigeria is at war with their own people, that Nigeria is the one, that even there is a video this English Alaji made. He said these two people that they kidnapped, these two people that they have paid 17 million, that where they kidnap the people is not far from military checkpoints. Yet these people will still be the one telling you, oh, our military, we should pray for our military. These Nigerians are cursed. And I am no longer feeling any pity over them. I don't have any atom of pity. They are going to learn in a hard way. Since they refuse to learn, since they believe that they want to, what is their problem is content creating. What is their problem is monetization. They no longer care about the life that is wasting. So the earlier you people wake up now, the earlier you Nigerians, you stupid Nigerians wake up, the better for you. Especially those that call themselves proud Nigerians. What you are going to get, Nigeria will certainly happens to every one of you. And when Nigeria happens to you, you will cry very loud. Nobody will hear your cry. Your cry, nobody will come for your rescue. The time for you to wake up is now. So as there is a 1 million march coming up on the 12th of this March, this is an opportunity for every one of you to key in. If you can leave all this, take away everything now is a monetization. Everything now is a content creating. There is a time for everything. Wake up, you Nigerians, you brain dead Nigerians. If you don't disassociate yourself from this Nigeria, everything evil that follows Nigeria will keep on following you. Why we are calling, some of you will be saying, you people that are calling Nigeria, are you not in Nigeria? I hold a useless passport on a gunpoint. I am not a Nigeria. I have denounced once I see an evil, I have to denounce that evil so that evil will not be part of me. So wake up. If you are under this voice, under this space, you refuse to wake up. When Nigeria will happens to you, you will learn, and you are going to learn in a hard way. Thank you very much. I yield my mic here. Then I want to hand over the mic to our own Minister Betty. Mr. Betty, are you there? You can take over the mic and speak to Biafrans. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm waiting for you to finish.
Okay,
Are
thank
you
you.
okay now? Are you
Yeah,
done?
yeah. Go on.
Thank you so much. Wonderful Biafrans, lovers of freedom. I greet you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. And my special greetings to our leaders. The three of them, NNAMDI KANU, our leader, our first Prime Minister, Obatobie, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and our second Prime Minister, Mazi NKERE. Our Information Minister, say, Mechukwu Okike Abiama, bless you people specially, and bless every genuine Biafra. My people, I will say that my brother Siebu took the word from my mouth. You see, when he was acknowledging our powerful sister, the most powerful lady that speaks the mind of everybody, regardless of the fact that he doesn't know your mind, but whenever she talks, she will be touching everywhere. Tutor takes this whole struggle and our media to a whole new level. She's a genre. I owe my respect for her. She goes to in-depth. The research alone is what would make even a blind eye to see or a blind ear to hear what you do not know. Some of the things she says here, I won't pretend. Some of them I don't know until she says them. And I will go to my own little research and you will see everything falling in line. It's not like during the time of Caesar when Brutus came to praise him. Brutus even said they have not come to praise Caesar. So I'm not praising her, but I'm saying the thing the way it is. Now, when you hear about China and their position, both in Iran and in Nigeria, you will understand that these Chinese people, they don't even accept Islamic religion in their country. They don't. But they support countries that sponsor terrorism, religious terrorism, religious politics. We should all realize that as humans, God is not a political God or a religious God. Religion is not for God. It's man-made. And some people have made theirs as a weapon of destruction. Because as a religious person and as a Christian, I know that there was a time God invited Moses on top of Mountain Sinai, very tall mountain. And God told him, one of the 10 commandments, thou shalt not kill. So when you think of these people that will behead you for not accepting their religion, you will be asking yourself, why will I not work with my people who are fighting for our freedom? What rationale is it that you have to sabotage your people? For instance, some of them will say, oh, Mazi NKERE made himself the prime minister. Really? Do you know that this Ayatollah that was lynched the other day, that somebody have replaced him? Just about last week. He has been replaced, which means that no government stays without a leader. That is number one. Number two, Chinese, their interest in Nigeria is not just because of the oil, because Nigeria is indebted to them because of their borrowing. And you will know that when they borrow this money, they will go abroad, share it, bank it in their separate accounts, then whatever remains, they will bring it. They will go to America and receive American aid. What do they do with it? They will use it to buy ammunition. Iran give them ammunition. There was a video I played yesterday where it was revealed that Iranians sent 40-foot containers to Nigeria, and they labeled it building materials, but custom that intercepted it, so that it is all weapon from Iran to Nigeria, northern Nigeria. So you will be asking yourself, what am I doing here? I am in Biafra Republic government in exile, but I am not with them. You are with CRC. You are with Ngozi. What are you doing? Are you truly a Biafran? Or you're coming here to distract what we are doing? No government runs itself or its country or nation without finance, without funding. My people, I will tell you the truth. I am not as good as Tutos. I must give her that. But I can tell you what I can tell you. We need funding. In all this that we have been saying here, the ones Onyenyere have been saying, the one that our sister Love Akobundu have been saying, the one Eunice have been saying, the one Ben Owabo have been saying, the one 1 million have been saying, it boils down to finance. Maka na ndị Igbo si na-agbacha egwu n'anụ ukwu. Onye ọbụla aghọlizi n'onwe. Come out and fund your freedom. Every Saturday we will be seeing the same name, the same people. Whereas, and that same name, same people will never be up to 50. Whereas we are millions of Biafrans. Do you people think that all this weapon that Nigeria is accumulating from Iran, from Turkey, from China, from left, right, and center, that little number of people donating will be able to carry you through? Or you want to be marking time? Because at this rate, if we continue like this, Trump, Netanyahu, they will come and go, and we will still be here, dancing like yo-yos, deceiving ourselves. Nobody will deny that you are not hearing the truth, because this in-depth research from our sister tutors is enough to wake anybody sleeping up. We need money. We need funding. We need it. Stop hoarding your money. This is not the time to hoard or to save. I know that saving is good for the rainy day, but my people, come on. We are bigger than this. We are bigger than this. There is no type of research that this our sister haven't done. There is no kind of thing that she haven't said. Onyenyere have been saying, everybody have been saying. What else do you want to hear before you know that you need to sponsor your own freedom? Fulanis are not giving up. I am telling you people. So, if you think that your penny is what will fight these people with the kind of ammunition that they have acquired and the kind of structural strategies they have, my people, we are not going anywhere. No matter what they tell you today, even if they tell you now that America and Israel have recognized you and is well documented on papers, you need to vote. You need to donate, I mean to say, not voting. To donate and support your government. China is in Enugu harvesting our coal. Pete Amba and I don't know who else that must have been in that agreement. Do you know that China has to bring workers from China to work in that place? Coal is being used for energy supply. Do they have light in Enugu? The answer is no. Pete Amba has now decamped and joined the Fulani party. So, Biafrans, do you think that if we continue slowly like this, that is how we are going to get Biafra before Trump will leave the office or Netanyahu? We need funding. There is nothing, as I said, that anybody can tell you here that will give you Biafra except funding your freedom and liberation. Thank you, my people. I am still around, and I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will touch our people. We have mineral resources, fair enough, but do we have access to it? And the answer is no. How do we get everything back? By funding, financing our government. That America has massive weapons stocked is because both their doctors, their teachers, their businessmen, they pay their tax and they don't ever stop. Are we going to stop? Are we ready to embrace this Sharia Islamization, this extremism? No, my people. Thank you, Biafrans, and please, more grease to our elbows. Thank you so much, and may God continue to bless Biafrans. We must leave Nigeria. We must. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, original mama in the house. Thank you so much. God bless you for that great, brilliant submission and your advice to the Biafran people. We really appreciate you. Hey, yeah, please, today nobody has made space donation except Mama Love. And if you have made any pledge, kindly send your receipt to my inbox so that I can begin to tally the amount and get prepared for the fundraising tomorrow. We need space donation because one ma, please help us, eh? Help my freedom, not your. Help my freedom, because I need freedom. If you don't need, borrow me. Please, I support us with what you have. 1 million, I've sent the mic and I don't know what is wrong from your end. Okay, our brother Afam, you have your mic now before we continue.
So, the host, there is something I want to remind those who is waiting for our warriors, our soldiers on the ground to use maybe their hands or their head to go into this battle and to do what they are supposed to do. Today I was looking at CNN. It says that the Americans, it cost them $891 million every day since they have started this war in Iraq. The underground war is costing them 1.4 million something daily. Then we should think of how much we are contributing here. Then we should think of what we are using to support our armies. And we tell ourselves if we are doing what we are supposed to do. Despite that, we are fighting the evil, the mighty evil like Nigeria, because devil is just still making warm up. where Nigeria is when it comes to evil, then how do we fight these people? Are we going to fight them with our mouth or our bare hands? This is why each and every one of us should know, because I saw it today. I was shocked. Just check it, $891 million daily. It doesn't matter if it is fact or no. That is what I want to bring out here.
Thank you,
That
sir.
is just what I want to say. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. God bless you for the update. Yes, it is costing them a lot of money. And the way you tell our people, bring the ones that you have. Let us continue to fight and get this our freedom. It's as if you are begging the money to use buy akara and eat. It is for our freedom. Why I'm spending time and everybody in this space, why we are talking, is for you to realize that Nigeria is not for you. That there is nothing that you will do that Nigeria will accept you as their own, except you are ready to be Islamized. And for you to also know in the next session that I'll go into, that what China is taking from your land is helping Iran to build their nuclear weapon. Yes, and me and you can do something to stop that from happening. You see, whatever you have, bring it. Let us put it together. It is not that we don't have what to do, but we have to keep on talking. Maybe one day somebody will, turn over a new leaf or change his or her mind and say, okay, let me bring one AJ, but let me start with one AJ and all that. We have IOU. Go to all our YouTube. Mama Betty is there. She just finished her program. Every day she's having program. We are here in this space. Even last night, self, when we finished the one from our brother Veteran Dragon, Sister Stella took it up. All what? Still talking to Biafrans. So that you see the need and know that Brigi is the only government that is speaking for you. Our Prime Minister will come up in the next 1 hour to still talk to Biafrans. We are talking and talking, and they will come and tell we will not talk again. We will make up our mind, let what will happen, happen. Yes, because we know you have the money, but you don't want to bring it. You are sitting down watching to see what will happen. It is the time for everyone to sacrifice. Look at what Iran has been doing in our territory. Iran total stockpile, according to US Special Envoy Steve, said that roughly 10,000 kilograms of uranium. If you break it down, it will give you 460 kilograms, enriched to 60% approximately. 1,000 kilograms enriched to 20%. I'm quoting his mathematics. And the remainder at a civil grade of 3.7%. What is this man trying to say? That Iran said with what they have, they can build 11 nuclear weapons. And he had a program. Because of time, I cannot go and fetch it out. He said with no shame, Iranians, they were so bold, Iranian officials were so bold to tell US representative, with no shame, that they control 460 kilograms of uranium enriched to 60%. And they will use that to produce 11 nuclear weapons. Can you imagine that? He said, we are proud. They were so proud that they had invaded all sorts of oversight protocols to get to a place where they could deliver 11 nuclear weapons. That is how confident they were in that program. And there is what is called International Atomic Energy Agency. I'll be abbreviating it as IAEA in case you hear me say IAEA. So these people are just like the world nuclear police, let me put it that way. So they monitor everything that is going on, and they are a UN body. You see, UN again, UN that encouraged Nigeria to integrate Boko Haram into their army. Anything that is bad, you'll find UN there. UN that has not spoken any word concerning the genocide going on in our land. So UN has been working with these people because they are UN body, and whose inspectors travel to countries. They travel around the world to verify that uranium and nuclear facilities are being used for electricity and medicine, not for bomb. You know, our brother had already told us what this uranium is used for. And it's not that it is something bad, but they can use it in a good way. You can use it in a bad way. But Iran now, they are using their own in a bad way. And the UN, sorry, they know about it. They know that there is uranium in Nigeria. So when Iran now barred these International Atomic Energy Agency inspectors from their facilities and they began enriching uranium to 60%, what they call by this enriching is like, how would I even put it? Making it to the making it to the finishing line that it can be used readily made. Let me put it like that. That is why they give it that name. So it's readily made at the finishing point. So that is what they call what do they even call it? Kiloruko. It escaped my brain now. Enriching. Yeah, so that is what they call enriching. So they had bypassed, they did not allow the IAEA to inspect them, so they have bypassed and they started enriching uranium to 60%. And that was the alarm bell that told the world. So Iran is not building power plants, Iran is building weapons. Everybody should wake up. They rang this bell, and it was this IAEA own director general who traveled to Nigeria. He came to Nigeria, this International Atomic Energy Agency. They came to Nigeria he came to Nigeria in 2025 to stop junta in Niger State from selling African uranium to Iran. This thing that some people may say, oh, so many years. No, it's not so many years. Iran took opportunity within 2 years and penetrated very deep to get this uranium. So this man came to stop junta from selling African uranium to Iran because International Atomic Energy Agency understood exactly what Iran intended to do with it. And this IAEA, International Atomic Agency, independently reported last year that Iran had held around 400 kilograms, as I earlier said. So they were the ones that made the report. A nuclear weapon requires only 50 kilograms of uranium, though it must be enriched to 90% purity to reach that weapon grade that they need. I've already explained in a layman's language what the enrichment means, to purify it so that it will reach that weapon grade that Iran is really looking for. So, in a plain language, Iran had enough enriched uranium as confirmed by both US officials and US atomic watchdog to build 11 nuclear weapons. 11, not one, no, 11. And they were very proud of it. And they told the American negotiator in Germany to their face that we have it. What can you do? You cannot do anything. But here is what it very, very critical question that we have to answer. Where did Iran get all the uranium from? Because Iran does not have a large domestic uranium deposit. They don't have it. They must source for it. They must source for this uranium from other countries. And tracing that supply chain is where Africa comes in, and also where Nigeria comes in. So we are going to look at Nigeria and Niger. That is how Nigeria came into this play. And they know exactly what Iran was buying the uranium for. So we have to start from Niger. Niger is a neighbor to Nigeria, we know. And they share borders with Nigeria. What is happening in Niger is also happening in Nigeria. So after that, July 2023, when they had this their nonsense coup and all that, and you know what they did now to make their borders porous, and they planned coup here, and they had a direct contact with Iran people, and they went into agreement. So Niger is the world's 7th largest uranium producer in Africa. And their uranium is very, very rich. So it is considered one of the world's largest uranium deposits. Niger, since 1971. Look at who has been controlling it. France has been controlling Niger's uranium production through what they call French nuclear company, Orano, formerly known as Areva. So between 2012 and 2022, let's say approximately 20% of all the uranium used to power France's nuclear electricity plant came from Niger. And does Niger have light electricity? The answer is no, they don't have it. But France was busy getting it, extorting this mineral from them. And then what happened in 2023, July 26, when they elected President Bazoum, when President Bazoum was overthrown by the military in that their coup, a new military junta expelled French troops. We know the story. They also expelled American forces from their territory, and they cancelled that French mining agreement and began looking for new partners. And the only partner they could see, hey, was Iran. So Iran moved in immediately, just 1 month after that. Remember I told you last time that Iran is a member of ECOWAS. Iran has been jumping like frog everywhere. Anything that has to do with Africa, Iran must be there to represent itself and get an inside information. So immediately Iran took up that position. They went into agreement. So they approached the official in August 2023. And then they had meeting between Iranian representative and Nigerians and Niger's Prime Minister Ali with General Losufu, which is the Nigerian military personnel. He was also there. You see, Iran said, oh yeah, Nigerian military, come with me. Let me not go alone. Because you already know what I'm doing. I've been taking a little from you, but let me also grab this opportunity from Niger. So Iranian representative also met with delegations of Pan-Africa. Are you listening? So when that man, what is that man's name that always come out and talk nonsense? Not Professor Mulumba. The other huge one. Today he will say A, tomorrow he will say B. I've forgotten his name. So they also went with delegations of Pan-Africa supporting the juntas of Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. They all had meetings together. So part of that proposal deal was Iran would listen, my people. When we say African leaders are cost people, they will pick offense. Iran, the agreement as part of the proposed deal. Listen to what Iran gave to Niger in exchange for their uranium. Iran will provide large capacity generators to Niger. Large capacity generators to Niger to address the country's severe energy deficit and support agricultural initiative. Did you listen to me? This was barter arrangement or trade by barter. Oh yeah, give me uranium. I will give you generators. Meanwhile, it is this same uranium that France used to generate energy for their citizens in France. But Niger don't have light. Now Iran came and said, give me the uranium since you have sent France packing. And you know what I'll give to you? Let me give you capacity generators. Don't be juju be that. So Niger now gave Iran uranium. Iran now gave Niger electricity generators and economic support. So both sides now, deal have occurred or deal have happened. Do you see how our African leaders are so stupid? Very, very stupid. So during this time now, U.S. Assistant General or Secretary of State for African Affairs, Molly, traveled immediately to Niger in that mid-March 2024 to stop the agreement, to prevent Niger from selling their uranium to Iran. But he did not succeed. He couldn't stop that agreement. It continued because it had already reached an advanced stage. They continued mining. So Iran has a long history of sourcing uranium from abroad to bypass the international monitoring because Iran has been under sanctions. So it previously secured from South Africa before this France did not allow them to penetrate Niger, but already Nigeria was an open field for them. So for South Africa, they started since 1980. It also obtained uranium from Russia in 2015. It also attempted to purchase uranium directly for Kazakhstan, they call it, that border between Russia, on multiple occasions, but those ones, the Western pressure blocked it from happening, so they couldn't penetrate that side. So it means Iran had already signed an initial agreement with Niger. America could not stop it, they came late. You see? And Iran has approached Niger within 1 month of the coup. Immediately they sent out France. Iran stepped in. Because in Iran, they were all watching to see what will happen, and they grabbed the opportunity and went into this agreement. And by late 2020, junta had moved now to nationalize the uranium mining perfectly well, and everything has been going on smoothly. So approximately 1,500 metric tons of processed uranium, and they gave it a name, yellow cake, had been, stockpiled for Iran, and it is worth 250 million pounds. Can you imagine? But they don't have lights. Iran gave them generator. Instead of them to tell Iran, okay, produce light for us, we don't need generator. They collected generator and they gave their uranium in exchange of that. So French government now sources confirm a deal reached between Niger and Russia state nuclear company Rosatom for the acquisition of 1,000 metric ton of yellow cake. Now they've given the name, I've told you, yellow cake, for approximately how much? $170 million. 100 metric tons of uranium were being loaded onto truck. Look at where it is crossing. Oh, they loaded this uranium crossing regions controlled by jihadist group. And who are these jihadist group? Affiliated with Al-Qaeda and ISIS. Now, when you are crossing this territory, what are you supposed to do? You have to pay your permit. You cannot load this uranium and cross this region without paying your permit, because this region is completely controlled by the jihadists. Are they making more money? The answer is yes. What will they use the money for? To buy weapons. For who? To come and kill our Biafran people. You see you see the chain now? Because they know exactly what they are going to use the uranium for. They have to make their own money, and you are paying the permit in dollars. So the United States National Recognizance Office, there's just like American top spy satellite agency, has been monitoring these uranium mines from space since 2024, enlisting commercial satellite companies to surveil the mines around the clock. So France observation satellite are also watching. France is also waiting for any opportunity now. They will sneak in and go and continue their illegal mining. So both countries now feared Niger would sell its uranium to Iran or Russia. But right now they are selling it, and there's nothing that they can do about it. So the director now of this IAEA, General Rafil, visited Nigeria in 2025 specifically to dissuade junta from selling this stockpile of uranium to Iran, but it wasn't successful. They still had to sell it. Now, this is where Nigeria is coming in. Nigeria is coming in this angle because Nigeria also has uranium. It is in Nigerian soil, and the same foreign powers circling Niger uranium are already active in Nigeria, getting recognition here and there. Nigeria, according to Nigeria Atomic Energy Commission, they also have, just like US, in a presentation to International Atomic Energy Agency, uranium exploration in Nigeria began, hey, I think most people here were not born. It began 1973. It began in 1973. So by the time exploration campaign concluded in 2001, uranium reserve have been identified in 7 Nigerian states. Let's listen to the state: Cross River, Adamawa, Taraba, Plateau, Bauchi, Kogi, and Kanu. I'm coming to Enugu. So the estimated reserve was approximately 200 tons at grade ranging 0.63% to 0.9, found depth of 130 to 200 meters. These are the areas that you see Fulani terrorists taking over, because they will only take over the territories that you have mineral resources. They will take over that territory. Chinese will pay the money for illegal mining. So in November 2025, Cross River State government announced, together with Chinese geologists, that they have discovered uranium deposits across multiple locations in the state, including Ugep town. And this was reported in Nigerian newspaper, but most of us, we overlooked it. So Nigerian Geological Survey Agency has also confirmed uranium in Enugu State, Isiagu in Enugu State. And scientific studies confirm that the shell formation at Abakaliki, we also have uranium in Nkalagu, we also have in Abakaliki in Ebonyi State. They also contain uranium, approximately 4.8 parts per million. These are our resources that we are allowing people to dig, use it, make money, buy weapons, come back and kill us. Because we are not ready to fund our freedom. So let's put everything together and see, maybe we've missed out something. Iran needs uranium for its nuclear weapon program. And it already has 460 kilograms enriched to 60%. Enough to produce 11 bombs. You see? But it needs steady supply of the raw yellow cake uranium to keep enriching it. Niger now comes in, which is Nigerian neighbor. Niger has some of the world's largest uranium deposits. After the 2023 coup, Iran immediately approached them and went into agreement to give them generators and support, economic support in exchange of uranium access. Now, what then happened? Uranium transport route from Niger mine goes through jihadist controlled territory, and you must pay your ticket, exit ticket, before you can pass with that uranium. When you pay it, they buy weapons, come back and kill Christians. Okay. Now, Nigeria also have its own uranium deposits, and these geological teams are already in our different states, mapping this deposit right now as I speak in this space. And Nigeria NSA, whose job is to protect these strategic resources, is calling terrorists who control this large area of northern Nigeria and Biafra land our brothers. He is not bombing them. He is paying them ransom by helicopter. You see the connection. So when we now come to the peace that brought the US Congress directly into the story, you will see specifically what is happening in Nigeria, because it turns out that there is a direct documented investigator verified financial chain from Chinese illegal mining operations in Nigeria to Islamic terrorist group to the killing of Christians all over Nigeria. And Rally Moore took this information directly to President Trump because they understand what is happening. They understand the chain. And he spoke in Fox News and said, I deliver my report to President Trump detailing the persecution of Christians in Nigeria. One key point, I'm quoting him, that has been missing from much of the coverage is that the Chinese are running illegal rare earth mineral mining operation in Nigeria. They are paying protection money to radical Islamic terrorists who use that money to finance their operations to persecute and kill our brothers and sisters in Christ. Did you hear that? Lawmakers, Rally Moore, Smith, and all of them made this claim formally in the proposed Nigerian Religious Freedom and Accountability Act 2026, Section 3, Subsection 11. And the Secretary of State should work with the government of Nigeria to counteract the hostile foreign exploitation of Chinese illegal mining operations and their destabilizing practice of paying protection money to Fulani. So this is not just Rally Moore's special a personal allegation. It has been independently documented. But can Chinese stop? The answer is no. Now we understand why Chinese cannot stop illegal mining, because they have to sell uranium to Iran to build their nuclear weapon. Until now that President Trump, somebody's mic is on. Until now that President Trump has finally destroyed that what is it called? That facility. And there was also a study by SBM Intelligence, which is a Lagos-based professional consultancy. It also revealed that Chinese companies has bribed militant groups in certain regions. The findings shared with Times of London, it was shared, they included videos of militant leaders boasting about their influence over mining operations. Wiki Times have also made their own publication that Chinese affiliated members engaged with members of terror faction led by Dogo Gide to secure access to mining state in Niger State. Adam Oshomulu, even though he's a criminal, accused some retired Nigerian army officers of conniving with Chinese nationals to provide arms for militants and engage in illegal mining. So the evidence of illegal mining activity by Chinese nationals in Nigeria is not only alleged but prosecuted. So there are so many reports, and now we understand deeply why Chinese is carrying out this operation in Nigeria. They have someone to feed. Why? Because Iran will give them oil at a cheap rate. What are they going to do with the oil? They use that oil to generate energy and produce fake weapons. Because if you read the trending news, you hear some of the countries that bought weapons from China complaining that China gave fake weapons to them, that US just destroy everything they bought from China in the first 1 hour of the operations. And Nigeria is one of those countries that buy weapons from China. It can never be sophisticated. You see? So there are so many allegations against these people. Even the vice chairman of the Miners Association of Nigeria, Adamu, have also told the investigator that for every Chinese arrested for illegal mining, there are Nigerian politicians and village chiefs behind them. Yes, that is what the man said. The politicians who are already in possession of the details and areas where mineral deposits are found would always furnish the foreigners with all the necessary information and then urge the village chief to give approval. Without them, these people cannot go in. So it is the same people that we are talking about that should protect our communities that is given, greener access to these terrorists to come in, to the Chinese people to come in and mine our resources. And they go with it. When they are going, they also destroy our land. They destroy lots of habitat. You see? That is what is happening. So Nigeria is also funding the nuclear weapon that was supposed to be built by Iran until US stepped in. I don't know if you are still hearing me.
Right on.
So that is the connection. China operates illegal mining in Nigeria, Northern State, and also in Biafra land. Chinese company pay protection money to this Fulani. And what would they use the money for? To fund weapons, purchase weapons, and operational costs for ISWAP, for Boko Haram. Where is the uranium going? It's going straight to Iran. What would they use it for? To build nuclear weapons, to come and kill who, and also to produce weapons. While China would now get cheap oil, because everything in China works with electricity. Without that, it will not work. So this is not a series of unrelated African security incidents. No. This is a single integrated global system. China funds and protects Nigerian terrorists to mine strategic minerals. Those minerals and revenues feed into the broader KRINK network that supplies Iran's nuclear program through Niger's uranium. And Nigerian government protect the terrorists because they are their brothers. And because the rehabilitation funds are profitable, and Biafra sitting on uranium deposits in Cross River, Enugu, Ebonyi, is the price that Nigeria cannot afford to lose. Because an independent Biafra will control this deposit. Why are we not coming out to fund our freedom so that we control our resources? An independent Biafra will say no to illegal Chinese miners. An independent Biafra will say no to paying protection money to jihadists. An independent Biafra will be a Christian majority, democratically government, US allied for that matter, in the heart of West Africa. So why are we sitting on the fence? That is why Nigeria is afraid of Biafra freedom. No, they're not afraid of our culture or history or tribalism. They're afraid of our resources. They're afraid that they will lose the resources. They're afraid that they will lose the power. They will lose the money. So why are we not coming together? Bringing the only solution. And our government has proved that time without number. For years, even sympathetic members of international community, including members of US Congress, have hesitated to fully support our independence because of one legitimate question. If Biafra is separate from Nigeria, what happens to the minority Christian communities in the Middle Belt and in northern Nigeria who are not Biafrans? Who will protect these Christians? Who will protect them? This was the central concern by Congressman Rallimore. But who answered the question? The Biafra Republic government in exile answered the question. So why are you not supporting the government who gave a clear answer to this concern? Why are you sitting on the fence? Please kindly share the space as you are joining. Why are you sitting on the fence? There is no government that is fighting for you other than the Biafra Republic government in exile. No government is fighting for you. Nobody is speaking for you. 44 members voted. We are here to carry the cross of the Biafran people. We will not leave them behind. So why are you not working with that government? That is the question you should answer. You that is sitting on the fence. Our government did not respond to Rallimore emotionally. They did not even attack him. They did not release any angry statement. Instead, they studied his concern, identified exactly what gap in their policy framework was giving international observers pause. And they fill up that gap immediately, carry that vote, and sign into law that bill. That is how government thinks. There was no delay. So why are you not supporting your freedom? Every time we talked on the same thing, we cry, I'm here since how many hours now, begging you to support space donation. We are many here, but only few people decided to support with what they have. The rest of you are guinea. Okay. Yes, my people, thank you so much. We have to, I don't know if anybody have anything to say. We have to, draw the curtain so that we can get ready for our Prime Minister's speech that will be coming up in the next, I think, 50 minutes. I don't know if you have shared the flyer. Tomorrow is our fundraising. Please tune in. All that you will come with, we will accept. Please, if you have made any pledge for space donation, kindly do me that favor and send your receipt. I think I earlier announced those that have received their receipt. Immediately I receive it, I used to compile it and send to our information minister. So I'm going to call the name. If you hear your name, know that I have your receipt. I have received from our minister, Mama Betty, thank you so much, 10,000 AJ. Thank you. I've received from Ndidi Stella, 5,000 AJ. God bless you. I've received from Elias, Abang Elias. Thank you so much, 5,000 AJ. I've received from Nsi, 5 AJ. I have received from Ashodi of Listening Station, 5 AJ. I have received from Sister Nubian, 5 AJ. I have received from Oluchuku Solomon, 10 wait a minute, 10,000 AJ, sorry, 10,000 AJ, thank you so much. I have received from Tutors, 10,000 AJ. I've received from my brother Solomon, 1,500 AJ. I have received from Simon Ekpa One Media, 10,000 AJ. Yeah, thank you so much. God bless each and every one of you. I will compile it and then total it and send the amount to our information minister.
Figures.
Ma,
Tutus.
yes, ma.
Yeah, don't forget, Adrabeti will forward my receipt to you, 20 Ejema.
Oh, yeah, I've already written it down. Thank you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'm going to send it to her as soon I log off.
no problem, ma. Thank you. God bless you.
Okay. All right.
We really appreciate your contribution. Okay, Mazi Elias, you said you'll send your 3K tomorrow. Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. Wow, you've done so well. That will be total of 8,000 from you this week. Oh, God. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
Please, I will send mine. I will send mine. Please, please help me to mine. Please, it's going to I will send it.
Okay, thank you.
Mine is
Okay. I've not seen anything in my inbox. There's nothing here. Who again? Yeah. Ezebina, I'm sorry, I can't find anything in my inbox. Ezebina. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Ezebina said he is supporting today's space with 30,000 AJ. He will forward the receipt as soon as he gets. Oh, thank you so much, Ezebina. God bless you. God bless you. Yeah, okay. So, my people, we have spoken at length today. And I want to really appreciate all the speakers in the house because it was very, very interactive. It is not that we don't have what to do. All this is for Biafrans to know that as they are sitting down on the fence, people are taking their resources. By the time they fall from the fence, the resources are gone. And the only solution to get our resources back is for us to fund our freedom. That's all we need right now. This is not the time to quarrel with anybody or to build factions. This is a time for action. See, Nigeria is not for you. It can never be for you. Mary, I've sent the mic. Nigeria is not for you. It can never be for you. It can never. Look at how they are forming groups in the world, from BRICS to CRINC, just to make sure they destabilize where me and you will get support from, which is the Western world, United States of America. That is the only country that is giving us listening ears. Funding is everything. War is not fought with on credit. You heard when our brother gave the statistics of the amount of money that the US is spending every day. And this spending is for me and you to survive. That's all. We have a government, the Biafra Republic government in exile, and they are doing exceptionally well to make sure that we are alive. We stand with America, we stand with Israel, and nothing can stop us. Nothing, absolutely nothing. We are in and we are in. So Mary, I don't know whether you've not seen the mic. We need to end this place so that we refresh a little and wait for our Prime Minister to come and address the Biafran people.
Sorry, Yama.
Where are you? Okay.
I'm here. You already give me my.